Today, we are diving into an approximate recreation of an incident involving a Cessna 340 following an at-takeoff emergency at David Wayne Hooks Airport in Spring, Texas, just north of Houston. This tragedy took place last Sunday, September 28, 2025. As we go through these events, please be praying for the peace and comfort of the family and friends of the pilot and passenger who were sadly lost in this tragic event. Unfortunately, my version of X-Plane 12 does not have the Cessna 340 uploaded, so I selected from the only two twin-engine planes I had available. At the end of this recreation, I will include footage I took just a few weeks ago as I approached Hooks Airport with a flight instructor on a demo flight. Shortly after noon on Sunday, September 28, 2025, a Cessna 340 with tail number November 269 Whiskey Tango began its takeoff roll, headed for Lubbock, Texas. As the pilot began to pull back on the yoke, getting the Cessna 340 airborne, all of a sudden the door opened, causing a rush of air to come into the cabin, as well as stability problems initially with the control of the plane. As soon as the pilot felt it was safe to do so, he began a steep right-hand turn and tried to climb, but struggled to do so. During the turn, and for much of the downwind portion of the flight, the pilot was only able to maintain between 300 and 500 feet. As the plane neared the end of the field, the pilot was able to begin climbing again and managed to increase to an altitude of roughly 700 feet during the turn on the opposite end of the field to return back towards the airport. Since the pilot had made such a steep emergency turn after takeoff, he was unable to line up with the center of the runway and had to begin angling back in that direction. Though this incident is still clearly under investigation, and this is only my opinion, I would like to offer this as a possible reason for the crash. It's my belief that the open door would necessitate carrying at least another 5 knots of speed into the landing. With all the stress and chaos in the cockpit caused by the open door and the noise rushing in from the wind, that with the increased drag on the left side of the plane lost lift sooner than the right, began the left-hand dip, and lost altitude too quickly for him to recover at that speed.
Abba Father, please make our hearts true. First to you, Lord, then to our red, white, and blue. We've strayed so far, Lord, from all that is right. Our sins are darker than the darkest of nights. Oh, your red blood flowed down that old rugged cross. You made us white as snow and restored what we'd lost. Greater love had no one than Yeshua, so true. He gave it all that day for the red, white, and blue. Dear Abba Father, please help us to love our neighbors as ourselves, like Yeshua above, as he came down to earth and served till he died. Only truth from his mouth, yes, he never lied. Oh, your red blood flowed down that old rugged rugged cross. You made us white as snow and restored what